To turn the wick up a little bit here now. South Africa's top athlete Wade van Niekerk's victory at the recent Rio Olympics was a bone of contention for black and coloured South Africans. If there is such a thing. While some coloured people saw this as a victory for them, some in the black community felt Wade's victory was one for black and coloured people inclusively. I felt it was a victory for everybody in South Africa. Some people even took to social media alleging that in post-apartheid South Africa, it still feels as if the country is only represented from two perspectives, either black or white, and anyone else basically, well, they don't exist. Now, to unpack the so-called colour debate, I'm joined by a social commentator, Dr Leonard Martin.
Laat ek sien waar julle hande is. As jy kallet is, rasta manne vallig is. Diep gelovig of slams of Chris. Diep mede, sweet lewe, briekleiers, carpenters. It's a celebrate. Net daar waar kallet is. Laat ek sien waar julle hande is. As jy kallet is, rasta manne vallig is. Diep gelovig, slams of Chris.
In my view, colored people don't understand how powerful they are in this country. They don't understand how powerful they are. That in the process of being oppressed, the uniqueness of colored people constantly surprises those who oppress them.
Now, I think we have to say from the outset that the notion of colored and the notion of black both emerge from a deep colonial history. Where images matter, and the question is, who has shaped these images? Secondly, what do these images mean within real social political time? Because we can dismiss something, but let us look at the root causes as to why they in fact live within our cultures. It has its roots in the Indo-European conquests that started in India and was followed up by European conquests, Western European conquests of Africa. And within that context, terms were created to enslave, first of all, those whose lands were conquered, but also to create stereotypes to sustain a new social and political structure. But also in terms of our challenges as a country, taking the developmental perspective or paradigm into account, we seriously have to question whether we would live up to the challenges of taking South Africa beyond the 21st century based on the demands of human capital in terms of our economy.
Now, Doctor, let me go back to that question. What solutions are there to these current challenges that we have, or are there any solutions?
Well, there definitely has to be solutions. The country cannot proceed along without solutions. I think we really have to put the question where it really should be put. Let's take the issue of teacher training. There's a whole number of statements made about bad teachers. The question is, who trains the teachers? And the offspring were not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created.
All this again speaks to the uniqueness of colored people, that they actually gave their masters a language, even in the process of being socially dead, that they could not determine who they were or their destiny under slavery.
It is with a heavy heart that the Kullid Foundation has heard of the devastating news of the passing of Dr Leonard Martin. Dr Martin will always be remembered as an individual committed to the emancipation and empowerment of black people in general, and the Khoisan, Brown, coloured community in particular. He had a razor-sharp intellect, coupled with an unflinching commitment to justice, and above all, a kind heart. Dr. Martin will always remain an inspiring leader for the unity of our people. He was one of the few leaders who sought and worked towards unity.
Even aligning him with both the Khoisan cause and the Kullid Foundation's efforts to seek justice for our people. He supported the Kullid Foundation's submission on land and also worked tirelessly in our efforts for parity in Davidsonville and other communities where the Kullid Foundation opposed our people's marginalization.
His loss leaves a big void in our collective efforts to raise a societal consciousness around issues impacting and affecting our communities and how these highlight deeper issues in our larger society. More devastatingly, his loss leaves an unfillable void in the lives of those who called him husband, daddy, brother, and uncle.
On behalf of the Kullid Foundation, we extend our deepest and most heartfelt condolences to the family and loved ones of Dr. Leonard Martin, and we pray that his memory and legacy will provide some peace. Rest in peace, Dr. Leonard Martin.
You cannot. It's impossible. If this is what they are teaching our kids in the school, then they are uneducating them, they are undoing them intellectually.